Hello everyone. Today, Ishan Agarwal is going to present a video demonstration for task 2.1 which is connecting to backend. In this task, we have created an application which we are going to implement on Postman. In this code, basically, I have set up a web application using web application builder, which is configuring HTTPS redirection for secure communication. And I have declared a variable of map size, which is 5 to represent the size of a map. I have also created various endpoints to handle HTTP requests, which starts the web application to handle incoming requests. The endpoints which I have created are get get map robot actions, which returns a greeting message hello robo, and returns a list of all available actions. Robo actions move get, which returns the specific move action. Robo actions id, which returns the action with specified id. And I have also created a robo action post which adds a new action, and also created robo actions id put which updates an existing action. I have also created a RoboMap coordinate endpoint get checks if a given coordinate is within the map. The data storage class stores a list of instructions. It is used to fetch and modify actions within the endpoint. Overall, the code creates a web application that manages a robot's actions and map responding to various HTTP requests. Now, this app.map post endpoint is going to add and assign new robot actions which will be added to the list. Now, I am going to explain about app.map put robo action ID, which is another endpoint to handle HTTP put request, and this defines an asynchronous anonymous function which takes an hypertext object name context as an argument. This block setups to read the request body, and if this validating request is parsing string into an integer, and if parsing fails or size is not in the range, it returns a 400 bad request status code with an error message. If the size is valid, it updates the map size variable with the new size obtained from the request. This endpoint essentially handles put requests to update the size of the map. Now is the turn for another endpoint, which is app.map.get.robomap, which handles the get request when this endpoint handler will be evoked. If this anonymous functions response constructs a response string indicating the size of the map, and this endpoint simply responds with the size of the map in the format n by n. It does not modify any data. Now I'm going to explain another endpoint, which is app.map.get.robomap coordinate, which is used for adding if the coordinate format is valid, and if both and xy coordinates are passed as integers, and if not, it returns a 400 bad request status code. And if it is valid, then and both the x and y coordinates are within the bounds of the map, it would send a response message which is okay. Now I am going to explain another endpoint, which is app.mapput, which is used for searching the index of the action with the specified ID in the list of robo actions. If found action index, it will contain, otherwise, it will show an error of 400 not found. 404 not found if the action with the specified ID is not found. This endpoint handles put requests to update and it searches for the action with specified ID. If it is not found, it returns a 404 status code. Now I'm going to explain another endpoint which handles put requests to update the size of the map. It reads the new size from the request body, validates it, updates the map size if it's valid, and sends an appropriate response so that if the new map size is invalid, it returns a 400 status code with an error message. Now I'm going to explain about public static class data storage, which This list represents the storage of actions that the robot can perform. It initializes the list with some default actions, each with a unique identifier and instruction. Overall, this code setups a web server with several endpoints to handle HTTP requests related to managing robot actions and map settings. Thank you. Now I am going to explain my output. First of all, I will start with an get request, which will test whether my code is working or not, and hence it is working and it is displaying hello robot. Now the next command I would be showing is the get robo map coordinate, and I have entered 2 to 2, which will confirm whether it is in here, and it has confirmed that it is present, so it has returned true. Now I am going to update my map size, and I have updated it to 13, and now I will check whether it is within the range, and if it is within the range the map would be updated as shown. Now I'm going to get robo, and now I'm going to tell you about get read robo map, which will tell that size map of map has been generated and it is of size 13 square. Now I am going to update robo actions, and I have assigned a serial ID to with command rush. Now it would be updated successfully as shown below. Now the next thing would be to check if that it has been updated or not. Yes, it has been updated as shown. Now I'm going to post and create new robo action, which is with serial id 6 and command sleep, and hence a new action has been added successfully. Now I would check with robo actions whether it has been updated or not, and is shown in it or not. Yes, it has been shown now, and thank you.